All right, here we go.
Everything working now? You guys can hear me?
Yep, we're good.
Oh, good. Welcome to IndiE3. Today's the 6th day, and I'm very, very happy to be able to bring you guys another indie showcase. A whole bunch of amazing trailers that we have today. And I want to make it clear, if you guys haven't seen today's, or at least the most updated broadcast list that we have, it looks to be about 40 games or so, 45 games or so that are on that list. And so the goal of today, because it's the last day, is to cover all of those. If we can do that, then that is a mission accomplished. Mission complete in Star Fox lingo. If we can do more than that, then it's mission accomplished. So without further ado, I want to introduce, we have a special guest to help us digest and enjoy all of these wonderful trailers that you guys have made. The Chic Monster, Tess is here. And she's the person who brought us all of the lovely art at the beginning of the week. She came to the call early and just knocked it out of the park. You guys can just give her all of the love because she definitely deserves it. But we have Tess here, so please bring the Chic Monster into chat. Chic!
Hey, what's going on?
Hey! Welcome to IndiE3!
Oh, great to be here. Thank you very much.
Are you ready to get into the trailers?
You know I am.
You've been here all week, and it's been so fun hosting you and hosting your art especially.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's really exciting to see something, and I had no idea that IndiE3 was going to be such a big event, and
I
yeah,
know.
so...
we never had any idea either, and the level of professionalism that you brought and that a lot of other people have brought to the show has been just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Totes blows my mind how incredibly professional and tight y'all have been on just... you guys put this together in less than a week. That is insane.
Thank you. So I want to get into the games.
All right, yeah, let's do the games. I'm so pumped.
We have yesterday we left off. We had a series of Stellar Null games, and Stellar Null was so cool. Like they were in the chat, they were on Twitters afterwards, just like fielding questions about all their stuff. Stellar Null has like a catalog of like over 6 years of games, and
man,
yeah, this one is their I believe, I don't know if this isn't their newest one, but this is one that they worked on with another group, Elven Games, and it's called Wonderland Cosa Nostra. And
that's a really cool name.
Right? And it's the last one. We wanted to make sure that we got to it at the very beginning of the next day. So this is Wonderland Cosa Nostra.
All right, open it up. All right. Let's bring it on strong. All right.
Whoa. That was how you start off IndiE3.
Was that a kangaroo on a jetpack? Come on, guys. That's insane. Did they do all the art for that?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that was way to open it up. Come on now.
Wonderland Cosa Nostra, that is a game that I believe is available.
Is it? I'm checking that link out. Hang on a second.
The video that we have says it's coming soon 2012, and being that it's 2014, I believe that means it's out. And
yeah. Doing the math, it would be released, yeah.
But yeah, we had this really cool setup. The battle setup was all about protecting a single party member in the center. And so there's this huge dynamic battle that's going on. It seemed kind of turn-based, but it's also kind of hard to tell because everyone's running and like always moving, and they're trying to like do this really elaborate escort style battle system.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I see like it pulls a lot of inspiration from like a little bit of RPG-ness, but it's definitely not doing that at all.
Yeah, no, it looks so fresh. It looks so like new and shiny and like something I've kind of seen before, but not quite.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, the art for this is gorgeous, and I'm just
Their UI also is really impressive. And also fresh and contemporary and new, and you could tell that a lot of the design was put together in a way to follow where the player is looking and focusing on. So you can focus on your center person, your party, which is radial kind of spread out, and then you have more and more UI as you come outward from that circle. So there's stuff at the top, there's stuff at the bottom, and all of your interactive stuff is in the center. And so it looked like it flowed so well.
It does. I'm a UI artist, and let me tell you, that just I was salivating. I'm writing this down actually because I don't know, I clicked the link and it looks like it starts immediately. So is it a free game? That's what I'm seeing.
It might be.
All right, so I am gonna go check that out later on after the Wonderland Cosa Nostra.
Yep. Okay, so we have another one.
All right, what's next?
I know, there's more. This one is called Last Jungle in Sector 17, Part 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. These people name their games. I don't know. That's how you hook an audience, people.
Holy Space Ghost. Last Jungle in Sector 17.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can I jump in for a moment?
Please.
Can I jump in?
Hey.
I love that music.
Right.
That was amazing. I love that music. That is all.
It was very epic music. It was great space fighter music.
Gorgeous. It was very like tower defense meets kind of like a real-time strategy. I love it.
That's a great way of putting it. So that's on Greenlight, and please go support them. because did you see that trailer?
Yeah. They the attention to detail and all of the art as well. I just got them. So
It
I'll
also
geek
comes
out
with a
about the art all
graphic
day.
novel.
Yes, they made a graphic novel for their game. Am I shouting? I'm sorry.
Please, no, this is worth shouting about.
All right, cool. I don't want to. I don't want to clip anyone's earphones or anything.
Nah, it sounds great on this side.
That is
Yeah, all
physically impossible. I make sure of it.
Thank you. But no, yeah, it was incredible. I love because they're in space, right?
Yep.
You can kind of go anywhere. It's not like set on a trail, and like most tower defense games, it has it like everything's on a very limited track.
Yeah.
And that's
No,
how you set it up.
The
But
trailer
that one,
just ramps up. Like you're like,
Yeah.
okay, we're setting all our ships down.
yeah, and then the spaceships just whoo, out of nowhere. And then it's just like I was.
You're like,
it was
yeah, I
awesome.
need to defend the last jungle. This has to happen.
Yeah, that's and the concept is really nice too. Very, sci-fi, and we're protecting that little bubble of the jungle. I love it.
Kind of there's a little bit of like space oddity kind of stuff going on in there too.
Mhm.
Because I was catching a little bit of the dialogue at the top where people are patching in and they're kind
Right.
of doing like this Metal Gear Solid kind of vague, funky dialogue, asking you weird questions while you're in the middle of a space fight.
Yeah, wasn't one of them like, have you ever played a space shooter or something? I
Yes.
can't quite know.
And I was like, whoa, that's a tough question to ask while I'm in the middle of a space shooter and trying
Yeah.
not to perish.
Yeah, that's great. It's a really nice, polished game.
Yeah.
Where can we get our hands on that?
So that is at ljis17.com. Last Jungle in Sector 17.com. And it's a part 1,
Part 1? Oh my god, there's more.
Yeah.
That's great.
which is awesome because that means that they're building further story on top of their system. So the system is done and built out. They
Right.
can now work on the graphic novel and the story in the game and all of the different ways that you can play within that system.
Yeah.
Part 1,
I-
part 1.
Yeah, I like games with a nice story that kind of ties in nicely to the gameplay,
Mhm.
Because I'm very bad at skill games. I'm not going to lie. So I like to have a little motivation to kind of say, oh, what's gonna happen next? I gotta protect the forest because I want to see what's going on.
Yep.
So that's definitely something for me.
All right. That was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, someone is mentioning IndiE3. There's a Metal Gear Solid panel because we were talking about
That's right.
Metal Gear.
That's
so,
right. And that is going to be on this channel at about 5, I think. 5 or 6?
Right.
6.
Yeah,
That's the right
some-
number.
Get in on this. Metal Gear Solid and drama or something like
Yep.
that is very. I'm going to check that out.
They want to talk about philosophies underlying that game with some of the best critics of the Metal Gear series.
Oh, exciting.
And yeah, I'm really excited for that panel. And I think I want to just be like, you know what? We're going to get all our games done quick so that we can get to that and show that
Right,
on the big,
right.
on the big screen so I can watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next game that we have, Cube 1, The Atlas Cube by Liquid Flower Games.
Hmm.
So that's Cube, the Atlas Cube. Cube 1.
That was
And it's out now.
amazing.
It's out now. Another, I know.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's out now, and it comes from that same, a similar contemporary lineage that we have of these spatial-based cube puzzle platformers.
Yes.
And if you got to take like a macro analysis of all of these indie cube puzzle platformers together, because no one of them does the same thing and has the same expressions, and this one is no
Right.
different.
Absolutely. There was, oh my gosh. I'm so in love with this game. It's so pretty. Like the first moment in the trailer where he's like, all right, I'm placing blocks. I mean, I figured it would be a puzzle platform. We're like, oh, maybe you have to like do this in configuration. But then he just hops onto the block and like changes gravity. It's just like, ah! I started geeking out at that moment.
Yep. And there's so much, the scenes that they were setting up were so intentional. And so you'd open up, coming out of this like stone hallway, all these squares and stuff, and suddenly there's just a tree planted in the center, and it's just framed so well within the level, and it's like, wow,
Yeah.
this is gorgeous.
Yeah, these guys know level design. I'm just, beautiful, beautiful little game. Really fantastic.
Yeah, just so much cool stuff going there.
Yeah, it was so pretty and great trailer. I think the trailer showcased everything really nicely. You got to see all the important information at once, and good job, guys.
So much, so fast.
Right.
But Liquid Flower Games made QB1, and you can go find that now on Steam. QBEH-1. QB1.
I'm gonna write these down. I'm like,
Or
genuinely-
the Atlas Cube, if that is easier to find. But please do go find it, because that was way cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful little puzzle platformer. Oh my gosh. That seems like something that I'd sit down and play, after it's a rainy day, I've got my coffee. I'm gonna play a little Cube A1. That's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. I have another submission. It's called IndiE Pogo. And
Okay.
I just scrubbed through the trailer, and it features a little bit of Tron Maximum's Joy Lancer at the end too, so I'm excited, and it's going to be a longer video, so I'm not sure if we'll be showing all of it, but I'm excited to hear from Trevor Lowe himself, the sprite artist and co-founder, about IndiE Pogo.
Hello everyone.
IndiE Pogo.
Hello, I am the co-founder of Lowbro Studios, and I make all the sexy pixel art for our games. I've got to confess, I am stupidly excited to announce our game for the very first time here at the first ever IndiE3. So because the game is still pretty early in development, we don't have a ton of stuff to show. I'll just go ahead and show you the teaser, and then I'll talk more in depth about it after. So you're probably asking yourself at this point, what the hell is IndiE Pogo? Essentially, it's an arena fighting crossover game in the vein of Super Smash Bros. And as you may be able to guess from the title, jumping is a huge part of the game. It's the central mechanic. And we have been absolutely blessed by the support that we've gotten from fellow indie studios, allowing their characters and stages and general content to make cameos in our game. And those numbers have been continuing to grow since we started developing the game. On that note, I'd like to formally announce some of the characters that will be appearing on the first release. It's not all of them, but I do just want to give a shout out to some of the studios who have been so kind as to let us use their content. So go support them, go say hi to them, go love them. So we want to hear from you. Tell us what indie characters you want to see appear in the game. I know I personally want to see Owlboy and Savant duking it out. Looking at you, D-Pad Studios. Because if there's anything I've learned from IndiE3, it's that if enough people want something to happen, chances are in the indie scene it's going to happen. So contact us on Twitter, it's @LowBros, or you can find our Facebook page, Lowbros Studios. Let us know what you think about the game. And if you want to learn more about Indie Pogo, be sure to download the official Indie Pogo devlog on iOS. We're going to be posting demos and videos and information about characters and so on and so forth on a semi-regular basis, so go ahead and check that out. It's free, and when the game is done, the devlog app is going to turn into the game, so you don't have to download anything extra. So there's really no reason not to.
Wow, that was a lot at once. Wow, that was Indie Pogo's teaser trailer of about 7 other indie games.
That was trailerception right there.
It was
a little
what
bit.
and I was not expecting that. Now I kind of actually feel bad that I framed it the way I did. I wish that Low Bros. Thank you so much for that trailer. That was amazing.
I'm excited.
That was in the style of Super Smash Brothers trailers, right?
Yeah.
Just pulling up this whole roster together of amazing
Oh my God.
characters and representing those games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would love to play as my favorite indie character. That would be insanely awesome.
I don't know if you had any kind of similar reactions to any of these games, but when I saw the Heart and Slash character and realized like what that meant inside of all of this, I started just getting so excited. I could not contain myself.
Yeah, I'm a
was
little
amazing.
curious as to where all the jumping comes in. I would have liked to seen a little more of that, but I'm definitely liking the roster. That was nice.
The main idea, a celebration of indie by way of creating a community fighting game. And
That's nice.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And there were so many things that just happened in there. I don't know how to get to all of them, but you can if you can get me the back to the YouTube page or give me the half and half.
Right.
I've got there was Halfbot with The Blocks Cometh. There was Aurelian Rhaegar with The Next
Right.
Penelope. Pixelscopic with Delver's Drop. Etienne Perrin with Zorby, and A Heart Full of Games with Heart and Slash. And so that was all of the game characters and video games that were a part of that mega trailer.
Yes.
It was so cool to see all of those in a row and see that a single aspect of the indie community coming together with this group of games.
Yeah. Solon, if you could play as any indie character in a Super Smash Brothers type game, who would you pick?
Probably Bit Trip Runner.
Right. All
Yep.
right.
Oh,
I respect it.
or probably Aubergine from Assault Android Cactus. That would be fun too.
Interessante.
I think those are my 2 that I can think of right now. There's a little guy in Risk of Rain. Ooh, he's cool too. So many ideas now.
Yeah.
What would chat do? I want to hear more characters that chat would think would be cool,
Yeah.
or all of the characters from Risk of
I
Rain.
hear some guys saying Hotline Miami.
That's a great one too. You could pick any one of them would be their own standalone character.
Oh yes,
They're
oh
all
yes.
full of life.
I
Or lack
I hope the
thereof.
guys who are making this game are taking notes.
No,
Anyway.
I hope the Low Bros are around because I know in the beginning of all of IndiE3 setting up, they were really, really big in being a part of it, and I want to just give specific kudos to the Low Bros. They are really, really good at what they do, and your game is in safe hands with them. So just kudos to them.
Just FYI, I'm gonna duck out for a second to update the other channel. I'll be right back.
Can we get queued up for the next trailer then?
Sure thing.
All right, we have Sign Motion is the next game by Midnart.
Yeah. Stuff is happening on IndiE4 right now. Be sure to check that out as well. Apparently.
Whoa, that was Sign Motion by Midnart. Yeah, that was amazing. The kinds of the subtleness of it, the subtlety of how just calm the trailer was, but how much was going on in such a like subtle style and space, using the artifacts of street signs that we see every day around the world.
Oh, so creative. Just what a great idea. Oh my gosh.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I like it. I love the way that they're using all the symbolism and everything's like interactive and oh man, that is a fun one.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat says that it kind of reminds them like a Limbo mixed with like a social satire, and I think that's a great description. It's very
That's a better description than I was thinking too.
yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, Sign Motion seems to be very, very inspired by minimalist platforming, and not minimalist in the like number of colors and scenes going on, but minimalist in the like subtle way that it expresses itself through sound and space design.
Yeah.
The spatial awareness of the game and who you are as a person and how you identify within this world of signs and structures. Such a very transparent theme that they're expressing.
Right. And I love that the way that they're using symbolism in signage to, I mean, not just like warn the player, but it's also like, how well do you recognize these signs? You know, like there was like that hot plate looking thing where it's like the hand over a thing, and you just saw these wavy lines, but immediately you knew it was hot, you know?
Yeah.
If you touched it, you would burn. That was really creative, and all those cool things. I loved it.
Wow, there's just so much you could write about and like look at, and I'm so excited to see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Is this something
My
that's out
my
now?
favorite part was when it was going through all the, you saw the international signs towards the end, which was exciting. Yeah, I want to see like, you know, some signs from Japan or Germany or something. That would be cool.
I'm not I know they have their twitter.com/midnart and midnart.tumblr.com. And you can go to, I think midnart.com was also a way to access the stuff itself. So I'm just going to go there real quick because I think this is really important.
Yep.
Okay, it's on green light. Good. Go. Green light.
Upvote it.
Get the green light going. That trailer was so cool though, and how subtle it was. Okay, so our next...
Oh, and they have signs. Oh, come on.
Yes. Our next game by Oscar Britton is World's Fastest Pizza trailer.
Here we go.
World's fastest pizza, Derek speaking. Matey, mate, just wanted to order a Hawaiian pizza, matey, mate. You wanna know how I got these scars? My father was a pizza chef. One day he came home a little more Italian than usual. America has been trying to install democracy around the world for over a century and it hasn't worked once. Pizza isn't what these people need. Hell, it isn't even what they want.
Hey baby, where can I meet ya? I got a slice of the world's fastest pizza. World's fastest pizza.
Well, if that wasn't incendiary, I don't know what is. That was Oscar Britton's World's Fastest Pizza. Lots of things going on within the space of the...
Can I say, I think Oscar Britton is like the most punk name ever.
Pretty...
How apropos as well. Oh my God, what a... I was bursting into laughter at this. It's so irreverent and just like crazy, and it's just playing. This guy is just having fun.
Yeah, very much along the like Hotline Miami style of punk by way of social political themes within a very simple space, or at least simply constructed, where it's like, all right, you're delivering a pizza as fast as possible, but then there's all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So it expands outward from the simple premise, and expands to a lot of different places.
Yeah, I hope that he really explores. I don't know if that was just like flavor text happening in the trailer and stuff, but I think it would be fantastic if there was some kind of a narrative happening within the game where it's like just people having these blurbs about the world that they're in. That would be really fun.
As long as they're responsible to the people and the identities of all the people that they're representing, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. That's how you do that. You do political and social satire appropriately, is
Yeah.
understanding your audience and understanding the identities of who you are working with. So, yeah,
Of
that's
course.
World's Fastest Pizza.
Yeah.
And let me just quickly look if there's... Oh, it's on Greenlight. That's why. Okay.
All right.
Right. The game your parents don't want you to play is the tagline that I'm reading.
Of course.
So-
Like he mentioned Australia in the title
Mhm.
or somewhere in the trailer. Is he from Australia?
I would believe so, because a lot of the things that he's talking about in the trailer are things that I know a lot of the people in Australia are talking about. I see through the Twitters, and so
Right.
uh,
Yeah, no, then that's great. He's doing like
mhm.
a funny commentary kind of game. I dig
Mhm.
it.
About his own world too, about the
About his-
world that
yeah,
he lives in,
excellent.
and so like it's super representative.
Yeah. Well, yeah, go give that a nice upvote if that seems like something you guys would be interested in. Definitely check
Mhm.
it out.
All right, so the next game that we have is Paparazzi, and this is another Greenlight game by Pringo Dingo. You would, James? That is the asymmetrical multiplayer game Paparazzi by Pringo Dingo.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I was able to relate to this game a lot, because there's lots of people following me around with cameras all the time.
Because you are constantly Fabio.
Yes.
With your hair blowing in the breeze and
Oh,
glitter
fabulous.
everywhere.
So Fabio. That's me. So I'd love to see a game like this that really just expresses the daily experience of being me.
It was really cool to see. That looks like a great game that you could play sitting down right next to someone.
Yes.
Obviously, there was one person who was controlling the camera, and
Mhm.
they're using kind of a mouse control scheme to manipulate that, and the other person who is running around on the ground and being the victim of the paparazzi, trying to escape.
Oh man, that sounds like I'm such a huge fan of kind of like a local multiplayer, and you don't see a lot of asymmetric stuff either, so that's nice.
Just a really concise understanding of basically what's like a cat and mouse game.
Right. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, way too cool.
Yeah. So any of you guys who are waiting for the Pokemon Snap sequel, I mean, this might sway
Might
you a
tide you
little
over.
bit. Yeah.
You
it might
and
tide
your
over a
friend.
bit. Yeah, the both of you.
You can help each other.
Right. So where do we find that? Is that
That is ready on Greenlight.
ready on Greenlight? All right. Give that some upvotes.
Yep, so that's in development right now, called Paparazzi, and it's on Greenlight. The
Like
next game
that
that we
one.
have is Power Up. And what we have for Power Up is the dev blog. We don't have at least I haven't been able to find a video trailer for it within the dev blog, although I've been trying to look around.
Looks looks interesting from the website.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's got to be something around. Oh no, here it is. Sorry. Let's get it to you right. Flicks the Flea, everyone. This is what I meant. This is totally what I meant the entire time. So this is the green light trailer for Flicks the Flea.
Flicks the Flea.
That was Flicks the Flea, the green light trailer for Flicks the Flea.
Isn't that the happiest little space flea I ever did see?
Space Flea.
He is so cute. I love his little happy face. And the little sound he makes when he does the little twang. That was cute.
I loved just a great interpretation of platforming and ways that we can move within a platforming space too.
Yeah.
Like instead of moving left and right as your main thing, you are a flea, and your body's construct is kind of informing how you move. And because you are jumping high and far, in kind of you're kind of like throwing yourself into the breeze chaotically. The goal of the game then, instead of being left to right based, is trying to get to the top of the screen
Right.
and feeling your way around this mysterious world and exploring it while you climb higher.
Yeah, I really like its take on kind of like precision platforming. It's a lot. It's less about like timing your jumps and kind of like, oh, you just got to get in the right position, but it's all happening while you're in the air. You're like, where am I going to land?
Yep.
So that's really cool. I like that.
I'm gonna just throw myself out and hope I land on something that's higher than where I was.
Mhm.
And maybe if I go the right way, I'll find some collectibles, and it's just like it's just kind of like a fun guessing game.
Yeah.
At least from one aspect of it, and then the other aspect is that you also get better at being a flea, which is cool.
Mhm.
But new modern engagements with platforming physics, and I think that's what's really, really important with Flicks the Flea, and then how
Yes.
the level design fleshes that out itself. So really, really cool, and I really hope that you guys help push that up on Greenlight. That is Flicks the Flea, which is
Yeah.
also a great name. The name is so cool.
It kind of invokes that, like, you know, you're like flicking something across the screen. Flicks the
Yeah,
flea.
thank you. That's brilliant.
Yeah. I
Uh,
like that game.
Oh, this is Red Kicks Games' Shining Spirits. Red Kicks has been in chat for forever.
Has he?
And they have the Siobhan teaser, which makes me very, very excited. So this is Shining Spirits.
Exciting.
Oh, wow, that was dramatic. Wow. That was Shining Spirits by Red Kicks.
Mhm.
So that's a RPG game that is in development right now. And I don't know what got me more, if it was the scenes that they were setting up and how it was all laid out, or if it was the piano tinkling of that like piano like Mad World almost sound.
Right. Very nice mood setting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was all sorts of moods. And that was really, really cool. And so dramatic. We have what I'm guessing is because it's titled the Siobhan teaser,
Mm-hmm.
that we are taking the role of Siobhan as they try to save a kingdom, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping Red Kicks is in chat too, because I think they've been in chat, and so
Yeah.
I think I see something that's on there. James, can you help me out? Is there anything on the chat right now from Red Kicks?
From Red Cakes, let me take a look.
Because I thought I saw something.
Not in the last little
Oh,
bit.
okay. I must have misread that. I'm looking over James's shoulder to see little bits of text here and there, and I thought I saw a red name. But sorry, Shining Spirits, an RPG by Red Kicks Games, and I just love the name Siobhan a lot, and so I want to say it often.
Siobhan.
Siobhan, that's what I named my Final Fantasy XIV character, Siobhan, because it's a great name. But I think one of the evocative scenes, if you can flip it back to this part of the trailer, was this that just reminded me of the old Dragon Warrior games that I grew up on, where they have this dramatic gray scene where they say super cryptic stuff.
Yeah.
And I just love that. So that's what I wanted to point out. Oh, and we have a link to the background music too.
I'm excited to see more. That's for sure. Teasers always drive me crazy because if it's engaging, it's like, but so many questions. I want to know more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that link brought us to Solstice, which is a royalty-free song, which is awesome. And I'm so glad that they linked that in there and that we could show that off, because I just want to support all of the devs that have been working hard on all of their stuff for so long. Royalty-free music. Please go use it if you need it.
It is a lifesaver.
Do not be afraid to look up royalty-free music from so many different places, no matter what kind of art you're creating, if it involves music of any sort.
Right.
It's so helpful and it's so useful, and they make it for you to use, so please feel free to use that. And it worked great for the trailer, so like win-win.
Yeah.
The
A
next
lot of great resources there.
Mm-hmm. The next trailer that we have by Antonio Santangelo
Mm-hmm.
is AI Battle Circuit.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, that's the trailer music is by Antonio. AI,
Okay.
That's, if I can read, AI Battle Circuit is
Like that logo. That's a nice.
I've only got
I'm
the
already
trailer
getting
music.
like an 80s cyberpunk feel.
Yeah, let's see what the game's about. I can't find a developer yet, but I will find it in just a moment.
All right.
Holy crap, that was AI Battle Circuit. I need to find dev information about this right now. Oh my gosh.
My gosh. I'm geeking out right now.
Oh, that was by Scott Washington.
Ah,
Okay.
there. Great game, Scott. I'm excited.
So
Oh, sorry. You go.
okay. So AI Battle Circuit, you're programming your own battle tank that you can use to fight in online battles. And the support for it, what they're putting together for it, is so cool. It's like you get to evoke your own designs with the tools that they give you, and so that's really really awesome. Did you have something to add, Sheik?
Oh no, I was just remarking about how nice the trailer was. Everything was put together really nice. I don't know. I half expected the Power Glove kid to come on and be like, "Oh, this is so cool."
This is so bad.
Yeah, right. I love it, but I'm super excited for the games that are coming out right now that are all about like interacting for live streaming specifically for that purpose.
Mhm.
And like you can challenge people on live stream in the chat. I'm just geeking out.
Right? The Twitch
Yeah.
API makes it so useful, and then the hitbox probably as well, I would assume. Like you can use
Wink,
this
wink.
wink, wink. All of the streaming software that people can use for live streams anywhere is has very nice APIs to work with, and you can do so much with them. And so there's so much cool stuff happening there. And I hope that everything works great with the development of that, because that would be so much fun to have grudge matches with your robot, and you can just take it into
Yeah.
these arenas and let it ride.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the TV show that this is totally based on.
Is it the one where like you build a robot and they fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Ah.
People would build these like mech machines of death to fight in an arena, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But
It's
it was-
like something steel or metal or something. I know there's like a metal was involved. I don't remember. But yeah, I definitely like that, where it's mostly like first you kind of give it like the pre-commands and its behaviors, and you kind of set it up and everything, and then you just kind of let it go on its own.
Mhm.
Or at least that's what I was kind of getting from the trailer.
Yeah.
Robot Wars, hey!
Robot
Thank you.
Wars. Thank you.
Of course. But
Uh,
yeah, I love that, where it's more about pre-planning and thinking and strategizing, kind of getting the most efficient robots possible.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, that's about as much as I was saying. Just props to the developer for wanting to inspire people to do more programming,
Right on.
because
right
that's
on.
kind of what the tools that they were setting up,
Mhm.
and that's really really cool. Made it a very nice, easy, and simple landscape for people to build robots.
Looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see those being streamed. You know, one of those big esport events, and we'll see it there on the big screen.
So the next trailer that I have was actually submitted by not by the developers, but by a friend, a good friend of mine, and he saw this at E3 and thought that it would have a good place in IndiE3 as well.
course.
And so I wanted to show off this really cool trailer for a game called Cuphead, which I think, Tess, you are going to love.
Oh, Cuphead! Oh my god! Yes, I know this game.
So
Show
let me,
it.
if you guys haven't seen this trailer, you guys are in for a hell of a treat. So here
Ah.
it goes. Yep, that's what you get. That's what you get. That little spoiler right there.
Gosh, it's like.
You want more? I've got a little more too.
Yeah, by the way, guys, this is a game. It's like, it looks like one of those old school anime. Oh, sorry, you're showing the other trailer.
Oh,
shush.
no, I've got a boss teaser as well. Even
Oh, yeah.
just as even shorter than the last one. God, they're mean. They're just mean.
Yeah, it's.
They're purposely teasing us with just
They
little
are.
snippets.
Oh, but it's so cool looking. I'm it's such a beautiful game. I'm a huge animation fan. I love that old school style of, like everything's kind of rhythmic, and they just got that feel. They just nailed it.
I hope someone in chat can help cite that artist, the Disney artist of the 30s, 40s, Don something, isn't it? Don't remember the exact name, but please hype that up because some good animation history right there.
Right.
But yeah, Cuphead. Obviously, we're doing a Mega Man kind of thing, but in the style of the 30s and 40s Disney cartoons and that series.
Yeah,
and so,
it's so pretty.
It is,
Oh my gosh.
artistically at least, the exact opposite of Mega Man.
Don Lanning, half orc, says,
Don
thank you.
Lanning, hey, first name. I feel really good about that. All of my mentors are animation scholars, and so
Yeah.
So what Cuphead is doing that is different from, especially different from Mega Man, and a huge departure from a lot of craft that goes into video games, and why it looks so amazing, is that the understanding of form that they are bringing from an old style of animation is such a revolution to modern games. Instead of objects having just kind of like a form, a strict form to them, gun is gun, Goomba is Goomba, and there is only like two states of matter that a
Right.
Goomba can be in. They are either squish or they are walking.
Right.
You have these very dynamic bosses that are very like there's so much movement and so much dynamics going on that it evokes all of these different kinds of emotions and just bringing strong animation style into the world of game design.
Right. I think it's actually perfect for this because I don't know, I get the feeling, I'm totally guessing right now, but I get the feeling that those bosses are kind of like the types they have kind of their patterns, they have their loop, and they play a specific animation for every different phase of whatever it is that they're doing.
Yep.
And it just works so excellently with that style of animation because back in the day, they would loop a lot of frames, and they would kind of bounce back and forth between two of them, and they fit so snugly together, the way that works. So I'm very excited. Oh, sorry, Choco Bunny 3 is saying that it was actually Les Clark who did Mickey Mouse, not Don Lanning.
Okay, thank you.
Animation debate down there.
Please, no, let it ride. That's great. We want to make sure we're citing our sources, too. History is a big part of what we do here.
Yeah.
That was Les Clark,
really
you said?
that. Yes, Les Clark, Lesclarc. No, just K. I like that filter that they put over. I don't know if that's just like an in-trailer thing, but I'm really hoping that they go full on, like there's like a kind of like a filter over the whole game that makes it look like one of those old movie screens. Just to add to that. God, I'm sorry. I'm just so loving this art.
Cool. All of the trailers today have been amazing, and all week, of course, too.
They are. I'm gonna go hoarse, just, praising their name to the heavens. It's great.
Unfortunately, like, those are the teasers. That's what we've got. So Cuphead, I think it's just cupheadgame.com, and that's that's everything. That's what we get. They've been holding way back the information.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're showing you all the juicy bits, and they're just letting you kind of imagine the rest.
It's just a little flash. It's like, hey guys, we're awesome.
I don't
Bye.
care where. I'm a day one purchaser of that game. It is too beautiful to pass up.
Just after a couple frames of animation, you're like, I got it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
That's what I need.
Sold.
Speaking of some great animation and some great stuff, I have a trailer for a iOS game called Crowman and Wolf Boy that I'm very, very excited to show you guys.
Ooh.
was another very impressive trailer. That was Crowman and Wolf Boy by Wither Studios. And if you saw for just a little peek up there, there was a whole bunch of awards at the top. They were well awarded official selection at the Indie Showcase at PAX East 2014. So cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to start? Start us off.
I'm laughing at, like, I know that these guys must have had a great time putting on those masks and just running around town. That was a lot of fun to watch them do that. Just the bear that was like behind the cage, just kind of crouching and doing its thing. It was
There were a lot of
cutscenes don't always have to be bad, folks. They can be a lot of fun.
pre-rendered cutscenes, as in just things that we shot outside.
Yeah.
They looked really great though. Like they looked they looked. I mean, I don't want to like diminish the effect of it, because I think the effect that they created with the specific cinematography was amazing, in that it was like noir Power Rangers.
Oh yeah. That's the perfect way to describe it.
It seems so like personal and character driven, and you are like there's just strange, amazing, and beautiful things happening with these characters, and you're in the midst of all of these giant, tall, monolithic buildings around you.
Right.
Just in the center of the city. It just worked really great, and that's what it evoked, was like this Power Rangers meets film noir.
Oh, absolutely. I love that they took the time to make all of those kind of cinematography in between the trailer. It really kind of tells me that they're super into their own game, and,
Yes.
and that's important.
Absolutely, that human element of it. And that's not even
Right.
talking about the game itself.
Right.
The game itself is this like two-dimensional, if I may make more reductionist claims, like a two-dimensional Banjo-Kazooie or Ratchet and Clank, where you are two people working together to platform jump your way through a hostile world.
Right.
And there was so many cool things going on there, and I want to see more about Crowman and Wolf Boy and their adventures in the darkness itself, like how they got to these places, and what these connections are with this mysterious evil bad guy that wants to engulf them in darkness.
Yeah, they're definitely having a lot of fun with the settings and kind of like the kind of dark textures, and I'd love to see where that goes. It's such a pretty game. These are all pretty
really
games.
Pretty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we flick back to the screen just one more time, just to show off? Because the characters themselves are very cool, and they're very, very subtle.
Hold on. We just lost network.
Oh, okay.
Bummer.
That's okay. This has been too much fun. I've got 3 games left and about 15 minutes, so we're perfect, right?
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay,
We can
I
swing
believe we're
that.
back up.
Oh.
Give me just a moment.
Hey, James?
I need some water.
Okay, so we're back up. Look good on your side, Sheik?
I'm just finished refreshing the page. It seems to be having a few issues. I don't know what's going on with that. That's really weird. Are we live right now? I don't want to be.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Oh, all right.
We are.
Hooray!
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't want to be. Okay,
Just a
good. Go
little
ahead.
hiccup.
I can't really see anything, but I'll play it by ear, I guess.
Oh, we don't need you to. Yeah, try to get the stream back up. Just keep refreshing if you're having issues with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Same for everyone. If you're having any issues,
Yeah.
if someone could in chat say if you're having issues, just try to refresh the stream.
Is going on?
But more on Crowman and Wolf Boy. What I was saying right before we dropped
Yeah,
was
go
that
ahead.
the character designs are really, really subtle,
Oh yes.
and so there's points when the two characters look very, very similar. but the differences between like just these little nuanced parts of them, they're not pixel, but they kind of have that same nuance to them where like every little tiny part of the character design matters.
Oh, absolutely. It was, I mean, because the game is so dark and shadowy, a lot of the times, like, they're mostly just silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very important that the character shapes are instantly recognizable and you can kind of tell one from the other. And they did a great job with that.
Mm-hmm. While also keeping them very, very similar.
Right, right.
You have a crow, you have a wolf, two very different creatures, but they identify similarly within the scope of this game, and I think that's a really cool link between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So were you able to get stuff up?
I cannot. I don't know what's going on. Hitbox is being weird. Like, I can't even connect to the main page of Hitbox.
All right. Well, then for this
let me-
next trailer, I'm going to rock it out, and you just keep trying to connect if you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So the next one that we have coming up is Zach Ailes' Lioness, and this is a game that I personally put on here because I think it has a very important trailer and is really good at what it does. So enjoy. That was the trailer for Zach Ailes' Lioness. Also, Lionheart Drive, many other names. This is a very ambitious project that was thankfully kickstarted about a year ago, if I'm remembering, and has been in development since. And it is one part the game that you saw where it's going to be a very lifestyle game where you are interacting in worlds. Moving around places, but also there are many other components to it that are similar to alternate reality games, where there are cryptic clues. As you saw, the trailer is flashing so many different things and has this huge escalation involved in it. And there are a lot of just very subtle things going on inside of the trailer itself that inform further parts of the game itself. Obviously, even the date was long ago. The release date 7/7/1992 was very evocative and mysterious. So I wanted to show that trailer just because of how interesting it is as a concept, as an idea, how the trailer functions within its own light and its own respect, and how it perceives a game and a metagame at the same time. So more information on that is really just here at the Kickstarter for the Lioness, and that makes it even more mysterious. But I wanted to just show that to you guys, and I wish that Tess was here. But
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I am actually back.
Yes!
Yes. So we're good.
Did you catch any of it?
Yes, I saw the Kickstarter when it launched. Yeah, so I remember this game. It's definitely
Perfect.
I'm definitely curious to see more. There's so much like conspiracy and mystery what's going on about identity, which I'm excited to see. So yeah.
Moving on, I have another game that was helped put onto this list. Is a brand new game that just came out. It is called Space Off.
Yeah.
And it's by Ananthropy and Merit Kopus.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
but we have a quick video of gameplay, which I think is a very cool thing that I want to show you guys and talk about.
I feel like I'm just gonna kill myself with my own mind.
Yeah, that's more than half of all games.
No!
Yes. Whoa! Did you see that dodge? Whoa.
You gotta shoot some mine sometime.
Excuse me. Excuse me
Never
for
called.
try to save some money in this economy.
So that was a trailer of the game being played itself, Space Off. It is it has multiple games to it. It is not just that one game that was shown, but there are multiple ways to play the game. But it is a multiplayer duel. And
That
set in
was,
space.
yeah. That was adorable.
Right?
I love the little characters. You can kind of see them on the side, and they're like,
Yeah, if you want to pull this up, James. Yeah, you're right. The characters on the side are adorable,
yeah.
and
And
they are
it's having a little, I don't know, like from the context of what I was seeing on the text on the screen, it's like they were having a bit of a lover's spat.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's an adorable little concept for a game. I love that.
And so there's so many things going on, and I think this is my favorite part that I've seen is the GIF of the wolf character being blown up. It's not excessively violent, just like a lose screen for you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel super like defeating. Just like we'll get him next time. This time wasn't our
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that's nice. I like it. He's got the little singed hair and the look of confusion and defeat. It's perfect. There's so much character in this game. I love it.
Yep. But if I'm remembering right, there's two modes of play, and you have the one that they showed where they had the persistent bullets firing back and forth across the screen and staying up. But then there was also one that was She's the Bomb is the other one. And that is that there are bombs that you charge by shooting them.
Uh-huh.
And those bombs get bigger as you shoot them. And so whoever is the first person to run into one of these large bombs loses. So Don't Explode is the name of the game. But both of these games come together as this larger game called Space Off, kind of a lover's quarrel in space.
I love that. Oh no, that's fun. So where do we get our hands on this game?
At Space Off. Spaceoffgame.tumblr.com has information about the game itself. And you can also get it at Merritt Kopas's blog or at Anaanthropy's sites as well. Any of those places you can find links to those sites, and I highly recommend it. I believe it is $2. I believe. Do not quote me on that.
We have a moderator who says it's $5.
$5. Okay, thank you.
Still a total
Thank you.
steal.
Yes, absolutely. And I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
As someone who has, I love these guys' work, and I think what they make is really awesome. And together, they are a very powerful force. And so, Anaanthropy and Merritt Kopas have made something really, really cool with Space Off, and I highly recommend you go pick it up right now because it just came out, and you can support some amazing artists.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my pitch for Space Off.
Yeah. No, I love it. Let me write that down. Actually, I'm trying to find a bunch of multiplayer games to grab some friends with.
Well,
so.
I have a list for you. We've seen quite a few just in this last bit, but also there were so many more. I don't know if you saw Sophie Holden's games 2 days ago, but those were really impressive. multiplayer games and local multiplayer games too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think that's actually all I've got because I thought I had one more tab, but that was a tab that we opened up earlier. But that is all we have for the showcase right now, and it's at perfect timing because in 5 minutes we're going to be setting up for a panel on streaming and development relationships.
Nice,
What
nice.
that's like. So we are working on getting 2 streamers and a game that they really, really love and have done a lot of work on their side and figuring out how that all works together. So we have Rarquaza and HJ Tenchi, who are 2 amazing streamers and Let's Players who do a lot of really cool work with games and playing games publicly. And then we have the developer of Risk of Rain, the multiplayer developer of Risk of Rain, and many other really cool games. Lathe is the name they go by. And so we're going to put them all together, and they are very good friends who have done this kind of work a lot together. And so I'm very, very excited to be able to host them.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
So we are going to take a small break to set up for that. And I thank you for watching this first portion of the Indie Showcase. And thank you so much to the Chic Monster.
Oh, please, it was nothing.
Please post any links that you have for people to get in contact with you. Because Chic Monster obviously is an amazing artist, but also very, very professional and did just so many like amazing things in such a short amount of time to get this art put together and get in contact with us, and was just absolutely amazing. And you need to someone needs to hire her because she does amazing work.
Please hire me.
everyone should hire her.
No.
Give her
it was
too many
so
projects.
Much fun to be on the show. Thanks for having me, and I can't wait to keep watching. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So see you guys later. Well, I'll be in the chat at least. So yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Okay. Are we good, or do I just...
Hold on.
Okay, I'll be quiet.